Greetings, respected viewers. Here I am outside Royal Masonic Hall in London. So a little bit about Freemasonry. Legend has it that Freemasonry goes back to the building of the Temple of Solomon in biblical times, when Hiram Abiff refused to reveal the secrets of the craft to others and paid his life for it. Now, Freemasons had special competences in building walls and houses and so forth, and someone had to be apprenticed to a Freemason for roughly 7 years to learn all the tricks of the trade, and they didn't want just anybody knowing this, and somebody who really was qualified as a Freemason could make good money. Now, if somebody went to another town and said, I am a Mason, I know how to build something that will stay up, then a would-be employer couldn't be sure this person was telling the truth or not. This is long before the telephone or the internet, so they couldn't check someone's references straight away. So Masons therefore developed various code words that only somebody who really was a Master Mason, who really was a member of the trade, would know. And he could slip this into ordinary conversation, an ordinary English word, if he's speaking English, which another person wouldn't think was anything unusual. And then his interlocutor would respond with another normal English word. I don't know what these code words are. And basically, they would signal to each other that I really am a Freemason, yes, I recognize a Freemason, and so forth. And thereby a potential employer could check out that an applicant really was a Mason. Now, Freemasonry, as we know it, dates to roughly 1700, and it soon came to have nothing to do with Masonry. And yes, there's some people who really build walls who are Masons, but for the most part they carry on other occupations, particularly well represented in the business world, thought to be in the police, the judiciary as well. Anyway, there's Royal Masonic Hall behind us. In order to be a Freemason, one has to say that I believe in the Supreme Being. Whoever the Supreme Being is completely up to you. It could be the Hindu pantheon, it could be Jesus Christ, it could be Allah, it could be anyone. They will not ask you. Simply say that you believe in the Supreme Being. Now, Catholics are welcome to join the Freemasons, according to the Freemasons themselves. However, the Catholic Church says this is forbidden. There are various papal bulls, In Eminenti and Quo Gravoria of 1718, where the Pope issued proclamations saying that people are not allowed to join these oath-bound societies which accept that other gods could exist, and they say that Masonry is a quasi-religion. Anyway, the Freemasons say we're not a religion or a replacement for a religion, and so forth. We're not a secret society, we're a society with secrets. Look at that. Does it look secret to you, a building of that size on the street? You can see who's going in and out. Freemasons, they sometimes wear tie pins or badges and so forth that signal that they are Freemasons. There's a certain Masonic handshake. I don't know how to do it because I have never been a Freemason, and they apply pressure with a certain finger to the other person's hand, and that other person could signal back that he is a Freemason by pressing with a certain finger on a particular point on a person's hand. So they indicate to each other they are Freemasons because they might wish to keep it hidden. Anyway, they go in there, they have their ceremonies, which are supposedly demonstrate moral truths. They always have black and white tiles on the floor, and they're taking so many steps forward and to the side and backwards and so forth. I don't know how these things go because I've never witnessed any of their ceremonies. So the Royal Masonic Hall is open to the public. You can go in there, have a look around, go into the rooms where they have their ceremonies. There's nothing pernicious about it. There's no human sacrifice going on. The most lurid rumours go on about what Freemasons are doing and that they're some sort of conspiracy to control the world. All absolute nonsense. However, they will have ceremonies lasting perhaps an hour in which non-Freemasons are not permitted in the room. They are also meant to be charitable. They donate to benevolent causes. They've got the Royal Masonic School here and the Royal Masonic School for girls. For instance, I know someone whose father's a Freemason. This chap's father died when the man was very young, so the boy was able to come back from South Africa and go to the Royal Masonic School for free. You do not need to be the son of a Freemason to attend that school. So women are not allowed to be Freemasons. Only one woman has ever been admitted to the craft of Freemasonry. That was Elizabeth St. Ledger. At Doneraile Castle in Ireland, she was behind a curtain and she fell asleep on a windowsill seat, and then she woke up and people had come into the room not realizing she was there and begun Freemasonic ceremony, and she was peeping out from behind the curtains and she witnessed it all. She was later discovered. The only way to make sure that she kept the secrets of the craft was to swear her in as a Freemason, so she was, and that's that. Anyway, she's buried in Cork Cathedral, the Anglican one. So that's that. Anyway, it's someone, I think it's the Duke of Kent is prominent in the Freemasons. The British royal family always accepted patronage to this. When Her Majesty the Queen inherited the crown, well, they needed someone from from the royal family to preside over the Freemasons. As a woman, she was ineligible to join. So her husband, Prince Philip, had to do it. And he made absolutely plain that he has nothing but disdain for the mafia of the mediocre, as the Freemasons are known. And so he went to one ceremony to be sworn in, has never ever been back to the Freemasons in 65 years. So that's that. So the Freemasons is not some bizarre worldwide conspiracy as some would have you believe. It seems to be faintly pointless to me. There's some harmless mumbo-jumbo, thinking they're so smart, knowing certain secrets and participating in ridiculous rituals. About 2% of British men are members of it. And I know someone who was in the police who was also in the Freemasons and said it's nonsense, it doesn't help you get promotion. A lot of drivel is talked about it. Well worth visiting for the curious. You see up high the words Aude Vide Tace, meaning in Latin, listen, look, be silent. You may switch it off now.